And we're back, guys. Race 5 Group D just being released. I think that is Rodrigo Vieira in the image, trying to go for his super pole. Does not waste any time. Starting his lap as of right now. Nuno Lopes checking his green flag. So super pole lap is done. Luis Senna on the pole position doing a flyer of 55.9. Jose Vega starting P2 with a 1:0.1. John Del Valle, the leader of the championship, losing out 0.3 of a second with the 1:04. Alvaro Lanzano starting P4. Mateus Teixeira, the Brazilian, starting P5. Jose Murillo Gonzalez in P6. Jorge Suarez in P7. Chico Lopes, Francisco Gomes is in P8. Valentin Aparicio in P9. P10 for Tobias Lauba. P11, Cecil Abijaud. P12, Javi Rodriguez. P13, Gregoire Ponte. P14 for Adam Zerpit. P15, Rodrigo Vieira. P16, Mario Silva. P17, Peter Neefs. P18 for Jupp Lionhorst. P19, Roberto Benavente. P20, Armin Hirner. P21, Karsten Spaholt. P22, Felipe Nardo. And P23, Mr. Mo Stahl. Drivers are getting ready, as you can see, right next to Nick Van Overheld, hanging on to the red flag on the bottom left of our screen. That is John Del Valle on the inside. Turning off Jose Vegas's camera, turning on his GoPro, probably a GoPro, I think. When is the next heat of English driver Ben Dover? I'll get back to you. Well, definitely he won't be in the next race, that's for sure. So yeah, Martin, I'll get back to you later on. Luis Senna talking to the championship leader, John Del Valle, Always a little bit of politics going on the start of the race. Jose Murillo talking to his good friend Luis Sena, Jose Vega, and John Del Valle. So the Spanish army in front. Top 10 has something like, I think there are maybe 5 Spaniards over there. I might be wrong. But half of those top 10 are close friends. Muchos españoles ahí que se ayuden entre ellos. Let's see how the Spaniards do. How the Spanish army, how the Spanish gang. Let's see if they will help out each other or not. So guys, is Jose Vega Spanish as well? I still don't have the list of the nationalities of these guys, so I think, might be wrong. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me. Jose Vega, John Del Valle, Álvaro Lanzano, Jose Murillo, and Jorge Suarez on top 10 are all Spaniards. Is that it? John se pone segundo en la salida. Sí. Being on the inside, starting P3 is actually better than starting P2. If you hang on to P1, to the back, if John Del Valle hangs on to the back of Luis Sena, he will hang on to P2. Exactly, Juan. Those who are on the inside of the track have a lot of advantage for the first turn, which my good friend JK calls a banana. So Nick Van Overheld talking over the radio, releasing everyone. My good friend by my side, Gustavo Zimmerman. If you live in Portugal, you need your teeth fixed, give him a call. Doctor. So we are about to go racing. Green flag drops, and we are racing, boys. So still in front, Jose Vega. Up to P2 now is John Del Valle, the current championship leader. Puts it on the inside of Luis, does not waste any time. Oh, that's making moves. Jose Vega tucked up all the way to P3 now. After he started P2, a little bit of a scrap going on for P5. Oh, someone on the outside. That was Jose Murillo. Jose Murillo on his red helmet. He's dropping back to P8 now. Oh, another one going on the outside on the white helmet. To the left of our screen, bit of a scrap going on the midfield. Oh my goodness, what happened? Oh, that was a bit rough from Luis Sena. Cecil Abijaouji all the way up to P5, doing a great start to his race. A lot of fighting going on. Jose Murillo trying to get back. Cecil Abijaouji doing a great first lap. Now, he started P11. He is already in P5, doing a good job. So John Del Valle, Mateus Teixeira in P2 now. Luis Senna dropping all the way back to P3, being chased by Valentin. Cecil Abijoju pretty close by now on that white suit and yellow and red helmet. So some people already coming in. That is Mo Stahl in P23 after his Joker lap. Cecil talking to Francisco Gomes, the two Brazilians helping out each other. Valentin making a move on Luis Senna, tries to overtake, but has to tuck back as they come one more time into the start-finish straight. Nuno Lopez having his eyes right on these guys. Jose Vega doing the best lap. Jose Burillo dropping down. Actually just gained some positions, but he started P6, dropped down to P8. Has a bit of a recovery to do now as he follows Jose Vega, his good friend, right in front of him. Actually, I don't know if they're good friends, but let's just assume they are. Jose Vega doing a 102, the purple lap for now. Mateus Teixeira all the way up to P2, chasing down John Del Valle. Luis Senna surely has the best kart of the day now, kart number 3. He might take an advantage now. Valentin just behind him. They're starting to build a gap now. P4 is Valentin, P5 Cecil. He was being helped out by Francisco, but Francisco dropped all the way down to P10. Getting onto the start-finish straight one more time. Nuno Lopes, please be careful. Get one step back, man. A lot of dust being kicked up now. Mateus Teixeira should make his move pretty soon into John Del Valle, the current leader. Luis Senna, as I said, with kart number 3, doing the best lap of the race for now, 59.813. Luis Senna pretty getting closer and closer to Mateus Teixeira. They know each other from racing competitions in Brazil as well. Mateus talking to him, telling him they both should catch. Oh, Cecil is being overtaken by Jose Vega now, losing one position, maybe two now. So he's still in P6 actually. So Jose Vega overtook him. Tobias Lauba dropped to P7. Let's see what Mateus Teixeira in P2 thinks of this. Luis Senna with the best kart of the day on his hands so far, not taking too much advantage, not diving on the inside of him. Valentin just closed down on Luis. Luis looking over his shoulder now, checking the distance that he has to P4. No distance at all. Jose Vega doing the best lap, the purple lap, 59.7. Top 4 behaving so far. Not too much attacking going on. Not any moves being made. First quarter of the race is already behind us. 15 minutes left. Watch out, Nuno. Watch out. One step back. A lot of dust over there. So driver's pretty solid for now. Pretty calm. Valentin losing out a bit of a gap to Luis Senna. Behind him is Cecil Abijaúde, the Brazilian driver, chasing after the Portuguese driver. Top 3 glued together. Luis Senna communicating with Mateus Teixeira, telling him not to look back. He will help him out. Probably John, Mateus, and Luis will push each other forward. And there's a move on the inside. Mateus Teixeira gets P1. Luis Senna pushes him out wide, gets P1. Mateus Teixeira did not like that. So John Del Valle, Valentin, and Cecil Abijaúde, all 3 going into their Joker lap. So then they can make their pit stop. Drivers being clapped now, entering their pit stop. 13 minutes left. Well, it's a bit early. Jose Murillo also in. Let's see if anyone will be waving us goodbye. Six drivers stopping. And here they go, basically at the same time. As you can see, you lose basically exactly one lap down. That is Luis Senna and Mateus Teixeira. They have to let them go because now they are one lap behind. So that is John, Valentin, Jose Vega, Jose Murillo, Javi, and Adam Zerpert right behind them. Luis Senna still in P1, Mateus Teixeira still in P2. I think Luis Senna has a time penalty. Oh, look at that scrap. That's for the net P3 of the race. And Cecil Abijaudi is in. Oh, look at Cecil. Cecil making a dance, putting his hands on his head. Cecil. Good job. Kudos for Cecil now for making a funny pit stop. There's an award for the funniest pit stop so far. Juliano Baladin and Mason Brown tied for the top spot. Mateus Teixeira trying to make a move on Luis Senna. Luis Senna still looking over his shoulder. They should go into the pit lane pretty soon now, entering their joker lap. Rodrigo Vieira, driver who's in the top 10 of the rankings so far, making his pit stop. Not doing any funny business, concentrated as, well, AF. Mateus Teixeira helping out Luis Senna, his good friend from Brazil. Ooh, trying to make a move. I don't know. He's supposed to overtake them. Is it Tobias Lauba? These guys should be getting a blue flag, right? Might be mistaken. That's John now. Mateus Teixeira not enjoying this. Two guys behind them going on to their joker lap and pit in. John Del Valle doing the best lap of the race. That was the previous lap in the 59s. Karsten Spaholt is in the pits. Just went out. That's a mega fight for P1 now. So Mateus Teixeira, where is he? Oh, he's behind that pack. Tobias Lauba and Jorge Suarez are in. Let's see how this pans out after the pit stops. We're at the half mark of the race. 9.5 minutes to go. Driver 13, Tobias Lauba, talking to Jorge Suarez, communicating. They were close to each other on track. As they come out again, rejoining the circuit. Luis Senna still in the lead. Mateus Teixeira still in P2, but he lost out a lot of ground to Luis Senna after he got shoved outside on this turn they will be doing right now towards the left. Now that is John Del Valle making moves towards Luis Senna. Gets net P1. Luis Senna is going to try and fight back. There goes Luis Senna, the current leader of the race, is in his Joker lap. So I just got some information. Since the Joker lap and pit stop are making drivers lose exactly one lap, the time for the pit stops in the afternoon period should be a bit bigger now, more than 35 seconds. So Luis Senna, Mateus Teixeira, and Francisco are in the pits. The three Brazilians communicating. Mateus Teixeira did not like the move that Luis Senna did on him, arguing a bit with him over there. None of them waving for the camera or blowing kisses. So we have ourselves a fight, ladies and gentlemen. As they're about to rejoin the track, John still in P1. He's the net leader of the race. Luis Senna losing out on his pit stop strategy for now. Rodrigo Vieira doing his best lap time so far, personal best at 101. Armin Hirner also making his best personal lap, 101.1, and also Felipe Nardo with a 101.1 lap. So John Del Valle, the current championship leader. Oh, here we go, boys. Kart number 29, Peter Neefs. Being funny on his pit stop. Kudos for him. That's it, Peter. Good luck, bruh. So John Del Valle being pushed by his friend Jose Vega up in front. The big loser so far is Luis Senna. A bit far from these two now. It's like 5 or maybe 6, even more, like something like 10 carts behind Jose Vega. He was pushing John Del Valle, pushing him ahead. Roberto Benavente in the pits. Giving us a wave goodbye, kart number 236. Roberto Benavente. Oh, what is this? This is a scrap for P3, I think. That is Mateus Teixeira, Francisco Gomes. And there's Ward. The race directors having close eye on this fighting going on. So that is Mateus Teixeira in front of him. Looks like Jorge Suarez. Right behind him is Chico Lopez. Then that is Jose Borillo. Right behind him. Then Tobias Lauber. So this is the scrap for P4 actually. So Mateus Teixeira lost a lot of ground after he was shoved outside by Luis Senna. Four minutes left to the end of the race. Gregoire Pointe just came in. No funny business for now. Shaking his head. Felipe Nardo is also in. There's Felipe. Not doing any funny business as well. Let's go right back in racing. So as we see Jose Vega capitalizing on all of that fighting that was going on behind him, in front of him, I mean. And now he is net P2, I think. Right after John Del Valle in front is net P1 for now. 3.5 minutes for the end of the race. I wonder if Jose Vega is going for the move on John Del Valle. Is just going to help him out as a Spanish team. Well, I think Jose is Spanish. I might be wrong, actually. I still haven't got a list of drivers' nationalities. Who is Chema, guys? Two minutes left. Juan Del Valle, the leader of the race. Jose Vega in second. Luis Senna lost a lot of ground on his pit stop. Is now in P3 with the fastest car, which is number 3. Jose Borillo lost a couple of places too. Mateus Teixeira up to P5 now. Thank you, Victor. So Jose Vega and John, part of the Spanish gang, the Spanish army in P1 and P2. Let's give it up for Spain. ¡Viva España! 1 minute and 15 seconds for the end of the race. This could be the start of their last lap. Surely it is. Starting their last lap. There goes John. And there goes Jose. Still in P1 and P2. Pretty safe distance to Luis Senna in P3. Sorry, I was a bit too close to the microphone. Oh, Luis Senna is a bit closer, but it's a little bit too late for him. So, 3, 2, 1. Our race winner, the championship leader, John Del Valle. ¡Viva España! Good race, solid racing from these two. Solid strategy especially from Jose Vega, pushing John Del Valle in front. P2 for Jose, P3 for Luis Senna, P4 Jorge Suarez, P5 Mateus Teixeira, P6 for Francisco Gomes, P7 Tobias Lauba. Jose Borillo, who's starting in P6, drops down a bit to P8. A lot of fighting going on for the 6th place. Actually, for the 5th spot, Jose losing out on that. Javi Rodriguez in P9, Alvaro Lanzano in P10, P11 for Jupp Lionhorst, Rodrigo Vieira, who started way back in P15, I think, finishing P12. Nothing much he could do there. P13 for Gregoire Puente, P14 for Adam Zerpit, P15 Peter Neefs, P16 for Mo Stahl, P17 Roberto Benavente, P18 Mario Silva, P19 Karsten Sparholt, P20 Valentin, P21. Cecil Abijaúde. He was supposed to be in the top 5. What happened there? I'll ask him later on. P22, Armir Hirner. And P23 for our good friend, Brazilian driver, Felipe Nardo. Spanish guys are flying. As I said before, Viva España. Good job, guys. I have to applaud you. Hats off for Spain. Let's go. The HUD being shown. Can you add the pit one as well to what we see? Martin, if you're watching on the TV, probably you will not see the pit in thing. But if you put it on your cell phone or your computer, you will see to the left of the positions, there is a flag, a checkered flag, will be a green flag, a red flag, or pit in or pit out information. So guys, I'm already running out of voice. A bit soon for that. Next race, which one was this? This was D. We're going for race E now. Who shall be on track? Let's get ready, ladies and gentlemen. We have the American girl, AJ McKee. She did some nice dancing yesterday on her pit stop. She's also on the top 3 for the win of the best, most stylish pit stop. Christoph Berger also in the race. Esme de Wilder, Kenny Verbenen, Mats de Jong, Christian Duven, Björn Bourguignon, Kim Krug, Johnny Elliott, Ramon Pinheiro, Andre Losa, Christian Perez Cacho, Miguel Cuenca, Aiden Kennedy, Eliano De Vos, Klaus Norman, Leandro Hayes, Rafael Santini, Alan Sparhold, Gerard King, my good boy JK, Simon Sichovsky. I think Simon Sichovsky was the driver that on Nations Cup went for a bit of a wee behind Gustavo Zimmermann on his pit stop. That was a funny one. Bruno Albino also in the race. And last but not least, Giuliano Ballarin Ferraioli. I'm going for a bit of a water, rest my voice for a bit, and we'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Do not leave.